Hi everyone and welcome back to GK Today. Here we are discussing the most important current affairs of 5th of August 2025. But first let us revise some last current affairs and they are. So where was India's first Make in India 1 megawatt green hydrogen plant commissioned recently? And that is option number A, Kandla Port, located in Gujarat and currently managed by Deen Dayal Port Authority. The next question, Kiechoskoi volcano that was recently seen in news is located in which country? So it is the part of option number B, Russia, and exactly located at the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia. The next question, Darjeeling hydropower project is located in which country? So again a joint collab between India and Bhutan to develop Darjeeling hydropower project, and it is located in the Bhutan and surrounded by two major districts of Bhutan. The next is Kavach 4.0 is an automatic train protection system introduced by which organization? So please note it functions under the Ministry of Railway and it was introduced by the option number B, RDSO, that is Research, Design and Standard Organization. The next is which institution has launched the Saksham Niveshak campaign? Please note it is under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and currently launched by the option number A, IEPFA, Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority. A major typhoon in news, that is Komi, and recently it hit which country? And that is option number C, China it is. A new date declared by Ladakh. So recently Ladakh has declared which day as a Safai Andolan Day for the Indus River, and that is option number B, 12th of August. A major personality in news, and that is Meghnad Desai, who recently passed away, and he was associated with which field? And that is option number A, economics it is. The next is which country has adopted the Assam's Hargila army model for biodiversity conservation, and that is option number D, Cambodia it is. The next is which country has imposed a 25% tariff on Indian goods effective from 1st of August 2025, and that is option number B, United States, the Donald Trump, right? Back to the session. So here today we are discussing the topics including Bluebird communication satellite, 43rd Lokmanya Tilak National Award, a nationwide initiative by Telangana government, a hypersonic ballistic missile named Orishnik, recent initiative that is Apna Ghar by a particular ministry. In sports news, we will discuss Asia Rugby Under-20 Championship and a recent appointment from Uttar Pradesh, and recently a state government has lifted the ban on traditional heritage sports. We will discuss the state and the update and the IUCN status of Red Panda, and the last question will be the Meghalaya Pineapple Festival. Here we go with the first one. So the first question, Bluebird communication satellite, it is developed by which country? And that is option number A, United States. So again a major joint collab between ISRO and the United States of America, and that is for Bluebird communication satellite after successfully launching the NISAR, right? So here ISRO plans to launch the Bluebird satellite. Please note it is developed by the AST Space Mobile. It is a major telecom company based in United States of America, and the launch will be in next 3-4 months. And please note the launch, it will be occur at Satish Dhawan Space Center located at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh, and it will use the LVM-3 rocket to launch the Bluebird communication satellite in Earth's lower Earth orbit, right? Exactly what is the use of Bluebird communication satellite? Again a joint collab between NASA and ISRO, and basically here the Bluebird, it is an advanced American satellite designed for direct smartphone to satellite communication. Basically it enables users to make calls and access internet directly from space without the use of ground tower. So here ISRO is planning to completely eliminate the use of ground tower in India by the use of such satellite, and that is Bluebird, developed by the AST Space Mobile, and a recent joint collab between US and India for it, right? Hope this question is clear. So with this question here we are discussing the major space port that is the part of India, the major space center located in India, and the associated launch pad, right? So please note, in India there is only one functional space port, and that is, we all know, Satish Dhawan Space Center located at Sriharikota Island in Andhra Pradesh. Basically, its founding year was 1971, and it is named after Dr. Satish Dhawan, the former chairman of ISRO. Please note, the Satish Dhawan Spaceport, it is the only spaceport that also functions as space center located in the Andhra Pradesh. And now here we are discussing the second spaceport of India. Currently it is in manufacturing process, and that is SSLV Launch Complex. So recent announcement by the Union Cabinet, and that is the India will have its second spaceport, and that is SSLV Launch Complex. Basically it is located in Tamil Nadu, currently in developing exactly the city that is associated with SSLV Launch Complex, and that is the Kulsirkar Pattinam. Exactly, the district is Thuttukudi of Tamil Nadu. And now here we are discussing the space center. At present, India has some total 45 space center, but here we are discussing only two major space center. The first one is Satish Dhawan Space Center, as we discussed. Please note, it is the only space center which have the launch pad, because it is the only functional space center that launch the commercial space objects in the space for India. And currently it has some two launch pad, the first launch pad, the second launch pad, and recently the Union Cabinet has given the approval for the development of the third launch pad, and that will be the part of Satish Dhawan Space Center, because it is the only functional space center that launches the satellite rockets into the space for the India, right? And the last thing, the second space center that here we are discussing, and that is the Vikram Sarabhai Center. Please note, Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, its founding year, that was some 1961, and India's first rocket, that is Rohini 75, and that was launched in 1971 by the use of Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. But currently the ISRO is using this space center for research and development process only, and for major testing of satellite and the rockets and the other space objects, right? Hope all the terms are clear. The major spaceports in India, there are two. Space center, there are 45, and the launch pad, there are only 3, and that is for Satish Dhawan Space Center only. Moving on, here we are discussing some other current affairs that is related with the ISRO, and they are. So ISRO recently conducted the second hot test for the semi-cryogenic engine for which launch vehicle, and that is Launch Vehicle Mark 3 LVM-3. And same LVM-3 we discussed, because ISRO will use the LVM-3 to launch the Bluebird communication satellite as well. ISRO has inaugurated the Sri Ramakrishnan Center of Excellence in Fluid and Thermal Science Research Center at which institute, and that is IIT Madras. What is the name of ISRO's mission that successfully demonstrated in space docking and undocking, and that is SpaceX? What is the name of the aerospace quality semiconductor chip jointly developed by IIT Madras and ISRO, and that is IRIS? ISRO has developed FEAST software at which institute, that is IIT Madras, that is IIT Hyderabad. NVS-0, what is the primary purpose of the NVS-02 satellite developed by ISRO, and that is to improve India's navigation system, NAVIC it is. Basically NVS-02 satellite, it is the part of a major project, that is NAVIC, also called the Saptarshri. Which space center is home to ISRO's new third launch pad, as we discussed, and that is Satish Dhawan Space Center of the Andhra Pradesh. Moving on, here we are discussing a major award in news, and that is the 43rd Lokmanya Tilak National Award. So, who was honored with the 43rd Lokmanya Tilak National Award 2025 recently, and that is the Union Cabinet Minister of the Ministry of Road and Transport, and that is option number A, Nitin Gadkari. So recently Nitin Gadkari ji, and he received the 43rd Lokmanya Tilak National Award in Pune. Please note, the award was instituted in some 1983 by the Tilak Smarak Mandir Trust, and it is given annually on 1st of August, and that is the date of and that is the death anniversary of Lokmanya Tilak, right? Overall, the award honors individuals who have made extraordinary contribution to the progress and development of the nation. The PM Modi, the many Prime Minister of India, including Indira Gandhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Modi in itself, and the President of India, just like Pranab Mukherjee, the former ISRO chairman, that is K. Sivan, these all personality has received the Lokmanya Tilak National Award for their extraordinary contribution to the progress of the nation. Overall, here we are discussing a major personality in news, that is the Lokmanya Tilak, and also known as the Bal Gangadhar Lokmanya Tilak. Basically, here a major organization you can say, and that is the Home Rule League. So it was founded in 1916 and by the Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and the second personality is Annie Besant. It is to demand the self-government for India. So in India, the demand of self-government, it was introduced by the Lokmanya Tilak, right? Overall, a major name, and that is the father of Indian unrest. So please note, and it is a name given by the British government to the Lokmanya Tilak, the father of Indian unrest. And there are two major newspapers that is also associated with the Lokmanya Tilak, and that is the Kesari in Marathi and Maratha in English, published by the Lokmanya Tilak. Overall, here we are discussing some former winners of the Lokmanya National Award. In 2024, it was Sudha Murthy, and the first recipient of Lokmanya Tilak National Award in the year 1983, and that is Sridhar Mahadev Joshi. PM Modi received it in the year 2023, right? Hope this question is clear. Moving on, here we are discussing some other question that is related with the award category, and they are. So who was honored with the GP Birla Memorial Award 2025 recently, and that personality is V. Narayanan, the ISRO chairman and the Secretariat of Department of Space. Which state or UT government has announced a hike in cash awards for Olympic medalists under the Mukhyamantri Khel Protsahan Yojana, and that is Delhi. Which mobile application won the World Summit on the Information Society Prizes 2025 Champion Award for Rural Digital Governance, and that is Meri Panchayat app. It is developed by two ministries, Ministry of Panchayati Raj and Ministry of IT. The next question, which organization has been awarded the National Geospatial Practitioner Award 2025, and that is INCOI's, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services. The next is, who was the recipient of the Kalinga Ratna Award 2024 presented by the President of India, and that personality basically is Dharmendra Pradhan, recent Union Cabinet Minister of Education Ministry. The next question, who won the Polygrass Magic Skill Award 24-25 in the women's hockey category, and that is Deepika. Which ministry organized the Swachh Sarvekshan 24-25 award ceremony, and that is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, whose recent cabinet minister is Manohar Lal Khattar. Moving on, here we are discussing the third question. A major operation, basically it is a nationwide operation, but recently led by the Telangana police. So the question, what is the name of the nationwide initiative under which the Telangana government rescued over 7,600 children recently? And that operation is option number D, Operation Muskaan, and its operational phase is 11. It is also known as Operation Smile. Right. So recently, Telangana police rescued over 7,600 children in Operation Muskaan 11, which ended on 31st July. And the mission, it was led by the Women's Safety Wing with the help of from various Department of India and the NGOs. Among the rescued children, there are some 529 girls, right? So successfully the Telangana government has rescued some 7,600 children under the Operation Muskaan. Please note, Operation Muskaan or Operation Smile, you can say, It was first launched by the Ghaziabad Police Department in Uttar Pradesh in September 2015. And by inspiration, the central government has announced a nationwide initiative, and that is Operation Muskan. And currently in 2025, it was by the Telangana government. Hope this question is clear. Moving on, here we are revising some other current affairs that is related with the major operations in news. So recently, a state government has launched Operation Jeevan Jyot 2 to rescue street children and enroll them in schools, and that is by a state, that is Punjab, the state of Five River. It is. What is the name of the operation launched by the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence to seize illicit Chinese firecrackers, and that is Operation Fire Trail. And also DRI was in news because it has also launched the Operation Manifest against the illegal import of Pakistan via the use of Dubai route. What is the name of operation launched by Indian Army to ensure safe conduct of the Amarnath Yatra in 2025, and that is Operation Shiva after the Pahalgam terror attack. Which state government has launched Operation Kalinimi to act against fake sons, cheating the public, and especially it is focusing on the fake women's, and that is option basically it is Uttarakhand. The next question, what is the name of the operation launched by the NCB to stop illegal pharmaceutical drug trade? Please note, here are two major operations that is related with NCB. The first one is related with the illegal pharmaceutical drug trade, and that operation is Operation Mad Max. And the second operation is to bust the dark net drug racket, and that is Operation Malin. And what is the new name of the NIPCCD? And that is Savitribai Phule National Institute of Women and Child Development. Moving on, here we are discussing a major hypersonic missile, and that is Orishnik. So Orishnik, it is a hypersonic ballistic missile and developed by which country? And that is Russia. So recently a major announcement by the Russian president, and that is Vladimir Putin. So recently he announced that Russia will be producing the Orishnik hypersonic missile at the commercial level. So a major update by the Russian President Vladimir Putin, and that is Russia began producing the Orishnik hypersonic missile, and it is capable of reaching the Mach 10. It means the 10 times of the speed of sound, and plans to deploy it in the Belarus by the end of 2025. The Orishnik, it is named after the Russian word for hazel tree. It is a mobile solid fuel and intermediate range ballistic missile. Overall, it first operated on November 21, 2024, hitting the targets of the capital of Ukraine, and that is the Kyiv, right? Here the strategic importance of Belarus we are discussing. Basically Belarus, it is a key route to target the Ukraine for Russia. Currently the president of Belarus, and that is Alexander Lukashenko. He has in power since 1994, the president Alexander Lukashenko, and currently the Belarus, it is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, and basically depends on Russia for its economic and financial aid, and Russia is using the Belarus as a route to target the Ukraine, and currently Russia is active to develop major defense base and the defense manufacturing units in Belarus. The example is Orishnik hypersonic ballistic missile recently. Overall, Belarus, it is a European nation, but it is not a part of NATO and the European Union, because it has signed a major agreement with the Russia, and that is a union state formed in 1999, and that's why the Belarus, it is not the part of NATO and the European Union. Hope this question is clear. Here we are moving, and here we are discussing some other question that is related with the recent missiles in news. So where has DRDO successfully test fired the UAV launched precision guided missile, and currently it was that location is Andhra Pradesh, and that is Kurnool. And Typhoon Black 4, it is a hypersonic ballistic missile developed by which country? And that is by Turkey. Which type of missile is Akash Prime? It was recently seen in news, so it is a surface to air missile. And What type of missiles are Agni and Prithvi, which were recently successfully test fired at Chandipur, Odisha? And that is short range ballistic missile. Basically, Agni and Prithvi, it is the part of integrated development of missiles, some program initiated in some 1983, and its father is APJ Abdul Kalam, basically the father of that program. Javelin anti-tank guided missile is developed by which country? And that is US. Patriot air defense missile system, it is developed by which country? And that is US. And Akash, basically it is a surface to air missile. Moving on, here we are discussing a recent initiative, and that is Apna Ghar, recently introduced by a ministry, and that is Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. So recently the ministry launched the Apna Ghar initiative to support truck drivers during their long journey. Overall, a recent approval by the Ministry of Petroleum, a total of 368 unit, that is called the Apna Ghar, with 4,611 beds, and it have been set up by the PSUs, means public sector oil marketing companies, at highway fuel station. Overall, these units provide dormitory beds, restaurants, or you can say dhabas, clean toilets, bathing facilities, cooking space, and the clean drinking water, and the most important, a comfortable place for rest for our heavy truck drivers. And that's why the Ministry of Petroleum introduced the Apna Ghar initiative, first of its kind. Moving on, here we are discussing the next question, and that is related with the major sports news, and that is Asia Rugby Under 20 Championship. So which Indian state is the host of Asia Rugby Championship 2025? And that is option number A, Bihar. So the most time CM of Bihar, and that is the Nitish Kumar, and recently he unveiled the mascot of the Asian Rugby Under 20 Championship, and that is the Ashoka. So Ashoka, it is the mascot of Asia Rugby Under 20 Championship, and currently hosted by the Bihar. Overall, the event, it is a 2-day event, and the dates will be 9th and 10th of August. The event will feature men's and women's team both, and will be in Bihar at Rajgir Sports Complex. Hope this question is clear. Moving on, the next one. Here we are discussing a major appointment in Uttar Pradesh, and that is for the Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh. And recently the personality is option number D, Shashi Prakash Goyal. So Shashi Prakash Goyal, he is a 1989 IS officer, and now he became UP's Chief Secretary on the date 1st of August. Overall, he succeeded Manoj Kumar Singh, who retired. And at last, Shashi Prakash Goyal, previously he served as additional Chief Secretary to the CM, managing protocol, civil aviation, and the estate. And now he is handling the post of Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh as per the current affairs, right? Moving on, here we are discussing a update from a state, and that is the Punjab. Punjab, it is also known as the state of 5 river, or you can say land of 5 river. Basically, Punjab, it means the land of 5 rivers. So which state government has lifted the ban on traditional heritage sports in August 2025, and that state is Punjab. So basically a new update. Basically, Punjab lifted the ban on traditional sports like bullock cart races, dog races, horse races, pigeon racing. Please note the ban, it was imposed in 1997, but recently it was lifted by CM Bhagwant Mann in Ludhiana. Overall, new laws ensure cruelty-free events aiming to reconnect people with Punjab's culture and the traditional value and the rural heritage, and that's why this initiative was by the Punjab. Moving on, here we are discussing the IUCN status of red panda, because recently it is reintroduced in India after a gap of 7 years in a wildlife sanctuary. So what is the IUCN status of red panda that was recently seen in news? So it is endangered. So basically, recently the Himalayan Zoological Park located in Sikkim, it was in news because this place recently has reintroduced the red panda cubs after 7 years as part of a conservation program, and that's why this question was in news. Overall, red panda, also known as the lesser panda, is shy and the herbivorous animal. Overall, they use their bushy tails for balance and the heat, for heat basically. And basically they found in the mountain forest of India, Nepal, Bhutan, China and the Myanmar. And the IUCN, they listed it as endangered. Overall, just because of reintroduction, it was in news. Moving on, here we are discussing the last question. Where was the third edition of Meghalaya Pineapple Festival 2025 organized? And that is option number B, New Delhi. Started on 1st of August at Dilli Haat, New Delhi. Overall, it was organized by the Meghalaya's Agriculture Department and it highlights the state's agriculture success. The festival supports a Vision 2032 aiming for $16 billion economy of Meghalaya with improved farm infrastructure and processing units. So recently a festival by Meghalaya hosted in the New Delhi. Right. So with this question, here we are completing this session. For more information, you can check the description box. And thank you for watching.